nose, so clean up, dress nice, see me on my show. So here we are, episode 1, let's go! Lights, camera, red light on, record in front of the world to be explored. As I sail, follow and get on board. We'll dance, we'll sing, create music, you'll see. With photos of nature, enjoying the land of the free. Come, join my show. What's up? The show. Morning coffee with Cupp. Lights, camera, red light on. Record no longer fear. That stage fright's o'er. Now my heartbeat is fully restored. Looking all around, I can find it frightening. Soothing it becomes with time. I have found. Sure, it can play on the string of a nerve, but once you face that fear, good or bad applause you deserve. I sail, follow and get on board. The nerves I had before we started, racing beats from my nervous heart, and moist keys from the sweaty hands. I push and push for my older and new fans on the screen, writing theme song. Doesn't bother, can do it all night long. Facing fears can be fun after you can relax and enjoy that sun. It feels good to get past a wall, to show you can climb and not fall. For me to feel proud of myself, another bucket list added to that shelf. I wanna thank everyone that let me grow. Amazing things come from not in the know, so clean up, dress nice, see me on my show. So here we are, episode 1, let's go! Lights, camera, red light on, record in front of the world to be explored. As I sail, follow and get on board.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome, whoever's here, whoever watches later on, whoever wants to enjoy, see exactly what I'm doing, and having a little fun tonight. Okay, so here I am, going live, going to kind of show exactly what I do. I kind of wanted to explain a little bit of how it all started and maybe a little bit about me. First off tonight, brought to you by Angry Orchard. No, I'm kidding. I'm having fun with a little drinking tonight. I don't drink too often, but you know what? Angry Orchard's a good way to do it. I like a good apple. Anyways, so what I do is I write my music. I write it all out. You're gonna see the absolute way I do it from A to Z right here on this stream. Um, you're gonna see the creative side. You're gonna see what I use for AI. I am completely open to what I do, and I want to show you exactly what my involvement is. And I also want to kind of show you the all the way through bit. Like, um, it's not just about writing the song. It's not just about singing the song. It's not just about using the AI for the prompts. Once you're done with that, once you finally get the song done, you know, then you got to start going, okay, now you got to distribute it. So now you got to find a distribution, which I use, um, and then have to go through all the details of getting that distributed. You have to create a cover, which is that little art that I put on there. Um, some of them gets a Spotify Canva, which is a cool little animated thing you'll see on some of my little things. These are all things that I have to attach to every song I do. And that's not including the music videos I include and everything else that gets involved. Um, there really is a lot of work behind the scenes that is done by myself. And I just kind of want to show everyone how that kind of gets done, because I don't think a lot of people fully understand all that work that I do. I think people assume AI does it all, and it's not true. So here we go. We're going to have a little fun. All right. First off, there's just been a couple songs I've had out recently. Um, I have one in the back right there. It's called this "Stupid Leads to Stupid." So I don't know. It's just a random song I put in my on my screen here. I kind of liked it. It's a great song. I wanted to do something a little kind of hip hop ish, you know, but comical. I like to be a little funny in some of my stuff, and kind of show a little funny side of me. So this song is basically listening to me thinking I'm really smart, but yet I make mistakes just like everyone else. And I make really big ones and really stupid ones. And I know we all have the same idea that we can be kind of like on the smart side, or we think we are, but then we do like the dumbest things you can possibly think of and go, wow, I'm not as smart as I think I am. So that's one of the things about this song, so that I created, and thought it was kind of an entertaining way to make it. It talks about I was playing basketball. In fact, let's see if we can play a little bit so we can kind of get it going. Here I am, 2-on-2, balling at the park. Looking good with the lead, showing off my spark. Late in the game, cotton mouth, thought I had some space. Clear my throat, popped a loogie into my teammate's face. I shaped embarrassed face, I couldn't believe I did that. Apologetic instant regret, thinking I'm about to go to combat. Game is over, friend is mad, now I have to find a way home. You're smart, no, you're stupid, now you're set to roam. Okay, so that verse is 100% true. Here I am. I'm playing ball with a couple guys. I'm in my teens. I got to be like, God, I don't know. I got to be in my like 18, 19. I'm not 20 yet. I'm really young. You know. And I used to play ball in high school. I was a baller. I used to play a little basketball, a little football, a little baseball. I was the athletic kid. You know. My brother, he was the pretty boy. We all know that. And he was a rocker. He had the good music, and the girls dug him. He was kind of a cool guy. I was kind of the nerd, but I played sports. That was my thing. And after school, I kind of stopped playing for a while. So I kind of went out there and started playing for the first time, man, in a long time. And I started playing this game, and we're doing pretty good. I'm not saying I'm a great basketball player. I kind of consider myself like Mark Madsen. If you ever remember that type of guy, he's that scraggly little white guy that kind of but he could block everything, and he can rebound because he's just all over the place, kind of twitchy. you know, and that was kind of like my play style, I guess. But anyways, I'm like all into it. We're winning. We're up by like 2 or 4 points. We finally get this shot in, and you take that quick break, and when you're playing ball, sometimes you kind of go to the out of bounds and kind of go, spit. You spit, right? Okay, yeah. Uh, so I'm just like kind of out of breath. I'm a little tired, and I just kind of don't even pay attention to what I'm doing. I just kind of know I'm at the line, so I just kind of, and then as I do it, I realize my teammate's back there, and yeah, I literally spit into his face. Oh my god. I couldn't. I was so apologetic. He was so upset. Um, it was absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I mean, it wasn't funny then. I mean, I had to find my way home. Anyways, yeah, it was an interesting little event that I did, and yeah, that was one of the stupid things I've done. That one of the many, 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 many stupid things I've done, but made for a good story. Anyways, let's see what the next one's about. Got a lot more. Yeah, I got the door. Hear me out. Stupid camps. Menstrual camps. I felt so bad. This is my naive part. You know, maybe a couple of you guys know about my childhood. That'll be something that'll be talked about eventually. I'm sure in one of my streams because people want to know about that stuff. But so I was a little naive as a child. I was a late bloomer. Let's just leave it at that for now. And I'm in the nurses thing, not feeling good, and I remember hearing this girl just like all mad and all upset, all acting like a pain in the butt, someone I just wouldn't want to hang around with. And just I remember her just like, I have cramps and I need to go. I can't take it no more. This hurts so much. I want to go home. And I'm just like, fuck, man. She's like really having something going down or something. At this time, I'm not. I'm thinking a cramp is like, oh, my leg is cramping. Again, I'm an athlete. You know, I'm not thinking, menstrual cramps. You know, but I'm like, oh, I'm thinking she has like a bad knee, ankle. Maybe she was being athletic and whatever. I was wrong. So in this whole thing, I'm going to my science class, and Miss Gomez. God, how do you remember some certain people in your life? I'll never forget Miss Gomez. I'll never forget a few of my teachers for some reason. But anyways, Miss Gomez, she's there's like 40 kids, 40 kids, something like that, and this girl's like just I put her hand, I'm not feeling good, I need to go home. And I remember seeing her from the nurse's office. So I kind of tried to vouch for her. I'm like, I just came from the nurse's office, and I saw her there. She has cramps really bad. And everyone just starts cracking up. She just bursts into tears and run outside the room. And I'm going, what did I do? The teacher's looking at me like, I can't believe you just said that. Everyone's just laughing their butt off. And I'm just got this, I'm completely stupid look. Stupidly just stupid. And I'm just like, oh my God, what the heck did I just do? You know what I mean? And then one of the guys finally told me exactly what she had. And then I felt so bad. Stupidly stupid. That's all I can say. I mean, Oh man, John Burroughs High School. I got some interesting stories there. That'll be probably part of the podcast sometime eventually. Um, anyways, that's one of the many stories from John Burroughs High School when I went to high school out there. Me, naive me, just completely ignorant, not thinking and just kind of saying what's on his mind. All right, let's go to the next one. And you think you're really smart. Trust me when I say that. That's stupid. There's only you in the star. Okay, this isn't over. Hey, book your stupid samples. I know, I get it. I could be the king of stupid examples. Sorry, sis, playing with the twins. They're 2 years old. Outside, we play one of the dirtiest pranks I've ever told. One block away, car crash echoes the skies. Eagle shall me out, run inside. You puppet scared puppy dog eyes. Acting like can't breathe. Your boy, your car hit your baby. Out she goes, I laugh. She storms back and ready to kill. Very stupid, I agree. Though, to pull it off, it took a bit of skill. Now get ready for the doozy. Okay, okay. I want to start this segment off as an apology to my sister. Um, what can I say? I was a little brat when I was a kid. uh, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes things come out of my mouth when I don't think, and it just kind of pops out. That's just me. I hate to say it. It's not one of my strong suits. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it could hurt me. Well, this time it hurt me. What I thought would be funny, um, in hindsight, now that I'm older, I still laugh. I ain't gonna lie. I still think it's hilarious. But, 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 in my defense, I do feel bad, and it wasn't right back then. So, this just recently happened after I foolishly did something to myself on that street. So, um, that'll be maybe. You know what? Maybe we'll make the music video. Maybe we'll make a music. Maybe we'll make a song out of that one. All right. It started out with me as a child loving the game Frogger. Do you remember Frogger? Yes. I'm sure a couple of you guys are old enough to remember Frogger. It's a game where you're a toad and you have to cross the street and not get hit or ran over. It's like, a game of chicken. Anyways, I got hit trying to play that as a 5, 6 year old kid. Driving down, I think it's Alameda in Burbank, California. Yeah. I got knocked out. Yeah, there will be more of a story about that one later. So, anyway, this is fresh off of that happening, maybe 6 months. I'm outside playing with my nephews and nieces. The twins, my nephews, they're, oh, I don't know, maybe like 2 years old, three. I don't know. I was six. I was 6, 7. Yeah, about 2 or 3, somewhere around there. All right. So as I'm doing this, as we're playing outside, I hear a big accident, big explosion. We're like, oh wow! I mean, it was loud. Anyone in the area can hear it. Everyone knew there was something, you know. So instantly, my child, I was young, guys. Remember, I was a kid. I was a kid. Forgive me. Again, I'm sorry, sis. I couldn't imagine if someone did this to me because I probably would have beat the hell out of them. Um, in hindsight, this is really messed up. Um, I ended up hearing my sister, or I ended up hearing this accident, and all the kids were outside playing. So I hustled. I ran in there as hard as I could, just so I can get out of breath. And I'm like, sis, and she's like, what? What's going on, sis? Victor, car! She starts running. It did not happen, people. It did not happen. It was a really bad child prank. Okay? I was an evil kid. Anyways, the story of this is part of me being stupid because I'm not thinking, oh, I'm thinking this is hilarious. I'm this little kid going, I got you, that's funny. My sister came in with evil eyes. It wasn't so funny. my mom, my mom was there. Rest in peace, love you, mother. But my mom was there, and she, as my sister's gone, she sees me laughing and chuckling. She goes, "What's going on?" I'm like, I told her the story. I just like, oh Josh, why would you do that? Why? And I'm like, I thought it was funny. So my sister comes back. Oh my god. Oh wow. She wanted to kill me that day. And I would think that just about any parent would want to kill that person that day too. Because that wasn't funny. But yeah, it was funny. Love you, sis. Anyways, that verse of that song is about that part. Maybe you think that's hilarious. I hope you do. But we're going to keep going here and we're going to take it to the next part of this thing. Let's see what the next verse is, okay? Ah, ah. Okay, so now this verse, let me tell you, this verse is hilarious, okay? No, it's not hilarious. It's actually disgusting. If you got a weak stomach, I would recommend muting or walking away because this particular part of this verse is rather gross, but it's so funny. All right, so I'm in college. My boy, his name is. I don't know if I'm. His name's Tito. No one knows who Tito is. Well, his name's Tito. You know, one of my friends out in Florida. He actually got me started in my music career, believe it or not, unbeknownst to him. But that's another part for another story. Anyways, I haven't hung out with him in a while. He started kind of going on the deep end and doing stuff I wasn't really approving of. Um, uh, the poor guy started doing stuff. Started doing some of the drugs that I just didn't really think he should be messing with. So I kind of backed off. And then out of the blue, I kind of ran into him, and I was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And I was kind of excited to see him because he was a good friend of mine. He did a lot of things for me. That he opened a couple doors that allowed me to expand my knowledge and uh expand where I could even go. You know, and I'm very grateful to what he opened up for me. But anyway, so I'm in this car with him, and he's driving, and I got myself some type of I think I got myself a fountain at like McDonald's or something. And I had it set right next to one of his cups in the car. And we're driving to, I think we're driving to school. I really can't remember. I think we were doing I really can't remember. We were doing something. And so as we're doing this, I was thirsty and I went to go take a swig out of my drink. Well, I didn't grab my drink. I grabbed his drink. And his drink, well, first off, let me take back the 2 steps. I didn't know he got into chewing tobacco. Not a clue. Not a clue. Didn't know. I had no idea what the hell. If you knew this guy, it was kind of a surprise because he didn't seem like the type of person that would actually be chewing tobacco. He's kind of like a street city urban boy. You know. Anyways, uh, so he starts doing this chewing tobacco, and he had made himself a nice little spit cup that I didn't know about. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I took like 3 swigs before I realized what was happening. Let me tell you, just thinking about it, just thinking about it. the the fermented flavor of that slimy, gooey, mucusy, tobacco-y. The stupid leads the stupid, and that's where that verse came from. Anyways, um, I think we're almost done with this song, and then we'll start writing a new song. Let's see where this is going.
Believe the stupid when you think
You're really smart
trust me
when I say that the stupid was only you from the start.
from the start.
Ah, da 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 da. I love it. Oh, Yin and Yang, another good song. You know, we might be doing these throwbacks to some of these songs and just talk about them sometimes. You know, because I'm pretty sure people are interested in how and why I wrote some of these, and you know, I'd love to talk about them. But that's not the goal of this podcast live stream today. The goal is Pink. Let's get something written, shall we? All right. First off, again, sponsored by. No, it's not. It's not sponsored at all. I'm just, yeah. Y'all know I don't drink very often, but when I do, I like a nice apple cider. Just a nice little texture. And I like something a little sweet. All right. So you know what? I was thinking about this. Um, we're gonna write about something from my past again. Why? Um, I don't know. I just kind of went a little reminiscent on something that happened in there, and it might make for a funny song. Anyways, we're gonna talk about my friend Winston. Winston was an interesting person I met in high school. Okay. Um, I don't know why he attached himself to me. I have no idea. He was very odd. Uh, his parents have like some type of authority in some other country or something. He was out here as a um, what do you call it for college? Um, um, love you, Winston, but you were the biggest fuck up I ever saw in college, and you made college fun, but you were such a nutball. Okay, excuse my French, but he was an interesting guy. Um, I ended up doing. We're gonna start a couple things off. We're gonna talk about how I. Let's see here. Verse. We're gonna talk about. Let me write it. You'll see what I write, and I'll explain it. And we're just gonna go from there. Enjoy. I know it's a little slow, and while we do it, while I'm writing, okay, let's just kind of throw down some of my music in the background so there's something to hear.
And think that my life needs to cease. Sometimes I sit here, that my life is at peace. The feelings between both can be strong. Sometimes I sit and think that my life is a mess. Sometimes I sit and think that my life is blessed. The feelings can steer me from right and wrong. Days are good, God is great. Days of torture and I'm full of hate. It can feel like one way or another. Days are sad and tears down my face. Days are happy and I feel God's grace. It can feel like these emotions can smother the balance of life. Isn't as easy as the big bang. So, all right, so I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow on this, okay? Because I kind of have to write it and explain it, so I'm not so dead and slow. So this version of this song, all right, I'm gonna be talking about the time my wife kicked him out of the car, and he had to find a ride home. Let's get back to the music, shall we? Woo! Yeah. Once you notice, you see how often it can play from the sun to the moon to the struggles of your day. The desire of everything is deeper than most realize. If you pay attention, the notices you see just might surprise. We are always looking for our second half. With the right pair, we're complete. With the connection of your yin, your yang can't miss a beat. The balance of life isn't as easy as the Big Bang. True balance for me, it's the philosophy of yin and yang. See how I fix that stuff in between? Yeah, that's how I do it. Just got to kind of mess it around and I'm just going to kind of roll with it. Trying to find a word in my head for upsetting right now, so I'm doing a slight pause. I might actually go up onto here. This is one of my little tricks I do, and you will see me use this occasionally. One thing I never do on my music, not once, do I use AI for it. Everything is written by me. As you can see, I'm writing it live right here for you all to see how this gets done. All right. And as I'm doing that, I am going to go to my phone, which is broken, by the way. Look at how disaster this phone is. Look at this. Oh, it's broken. Anyways, so I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go to Google, and I'm gonna go words that rhyme with upsetting. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to Rhyme Zone, which is one of my favorite sites. Rhyme Zone. And it gives me a list of words that kind of rhyme, that are near rhymes I like, that I can use to kind of go with upsetting. Alright, so here I am here going, how am I going to match upsetting? And I'm going to go, let's see here. That's not me. Let's change that. I've seen darkness shade fade. I've seen worry make its way.
There's one. This is one of my personal softy songs. I kind of like this. Scarlet skies and birds that sing. Well, peace it'll bring. Again, we're going with the flow, and this is how we roll with it. Okay. My wife can be an absolute sweetheart. Don't piss her off. I'm going to say that again to all those people that are in the back seat over there that didn't hear. She's an absolute doll until you piss her off. Winston found out that day. So he was teasing, and some guys could be a little. He went way too far. I know he did. He went too far. He started he started teasing the wife. He was trying to be jokeful, but Winston was Winston, and if you knew him, he was kind of a real dopey guy. He would be, who he would kind of, okay, he wasn't always, well, maybe he was, but again, his problem was that he had parents' money and he was able to play. And when he played, he would just be kind of stupid and goofy. And when he gets stupid and goofy, he would say things that he probably shouldn't. And cue in the wife that's driving the car that's not going to deal with someone that's on certain drugs, because she don't deal with that stuff. She don't play. And he got a little offensive, and she gladly kicked him out of the car and had him walk home. I think it was about 20, 25 miles away from the house, or his condo. Yeah. Let's get back to the story. I like this part. Open roads and open lands, waterfalls and ocean sands, starlit skies and birds that sing, things like this, peace it'll bring. Anyways, gotta have fun with my music while it's on there. I love it. That's why I wrote it. All right. Open roads and open lands, waterfalls and ocean sands, starlit skies and birds that sing, little things like this, peace it'll bring.
Times I would love to let it go. Be set free, just lose control. When I was young, I got to see Toby's Mary Jane as she's dancing in front of me. Sometimes life can bring
A surprise like Mary Jane, who bids you to be free. So he's dancing in front of me. I was in love. I used to love this song. Anyways, all right, back to a little talking. Now that song right there is actually one of my, I wanted to promote that one way back when. This is a really good song. We might even okay. So that song is about the first time I met Kirsten Dunst. Yes, if you listen to the lyrics, it's about Kirsten Dunst. I was working at a juice bar. I was about 16. One of my first jobs. Um, Technically my first like job. Maybe so. I know I lied. My first one would be. It was one of my first jobs. I was 16, and I was a supervisor there, and it was right across the street from the Warner Brothers Studios, um, in Burbank, California, and she had a condo right across the street from that place, and so she would come up to this juice bar periodically, you know, and I am not joking. What she would do, she would come in, she would have this lady. This lady looked like Bertha, you know. It was like her maid or something. She was like a big, stocky woman, you know. Something that was kind of scary, you know. Oh, okay. Don't mess with that lady. You know. But she would be in there and she'd be escorted by this big, stocky lady, you know. And so what they would do is there's some music. We would have music on in the juice bar, and I swear, every time she would go in there, she would listen to music and just start acid dancing, acid dancing. She'd just hands up and everything. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. And I was just so in love with that. Like it blew my mind to see her do that. I would go in there and just starstruck, like, oh my god, she is just so whatever. She didn't care. She would have the lady order herself some wheatgrass, and she would drink some wheatgrass. She would get her some type of juice, and they would head out. And it was, and I would just remember being in awe, watching her just enjoy dancing in the wind. You know, it almost reminded me of uh, "Tay Hey in the Wind." If anyone gets that, some people might, but you know, it was an extraordinary moment for me uh, as one of the stars of someone I met. You know, I met many stars, but that was one of the early ones. You know, I've met a I got a lot of stories, but that was one of the early ones, and that was a pretty exciting one for me because crush instantly, and then she became Mary Jane on Spider-Man. I mean, I already knew her as Interview with the Vampire, but she was a little young for that. But you know what? She was my age, guys. I'm just saying. You know, she's my age. So, I would probably say Christina Ricci was the only other one I'd put on her pedestal. Like, you know, I was a big fan of Christina Ricci back then. You know. Anyways, what's up, Christina? Let's collab one day. Come on, Kirsten. I made a song for you. Well, anyways, just kidding. Let's get back into this. So this part right here, um, yeah. So we this is 2007. No, 2006, 2000. Anywhere from 2005, 2007. I was in college. It's gonna be somewhere around there, and Yeah, everyone still had cell phones, but there were still, pay phones were still available, you know. And he lost his phone and had to call someone to pick him up. Well, he called us and we went to pick him up. Again, the guy's been he's like the fuck up in school. He was the guy that would always mess up. I had to save him a couple times. In fact, if I didn't do his final report, that the teacher knew I did, by the way, uh, he would have failed. But um, he passed, thanks to me. I ended up making a music. We had to do a music. We had to do not a music video. We had to do a movie commercial. Like an advertisement for a movie. Um, Mine was Romeo and Juliet. I got a letter of recommendation for it. It was actually really good. And it was the one with Leonardo DiCaprio. It was really good actually. I wish I still had that video. His because I know who he was. And of course, the teacher smirked and smiled, shook his head, didn't say anything, but loved it. You know, uh, I did. Why do I know his? Why do I memorize his better than mine? Anyways, maybe because it's more memorable. I ended up doing what's that movie with Jack Skellington, Nightmare Before Christmas, right? And the music I put to it was "We're All Stars Now" from Marilyn Manson. And I synced it all up to kind of incorporate the fact that yes, okay, remember I'm in college, everyone, and this isn't a stream for children, so I am in college, and I just kind of want to point out that before I continue this story. Um, he I ended up making Jack Skellington look like he's like doing cocaine and stuff, and yeah, like there's a part where you'll see Jack Skellington. You can see it in the video. I mean, it's right there and clean as day, people. Where he'll like go like this, and he grabs a whole bunch of snow, and he's like, I mean, I didn't make that video. I just incorporated Marilyn Manson to it. Anyways, it turned out really good, and that's how that happened. Um, so this right here, by the way, is going to be the first verse. We're going to kind of go to a ha ha, and then we're going to probably go to a second verse. I kind of went a little longer, so we're going to probably go to two verses on this, and then we'll go to hook. And the ha 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 is kind of more of a hook, and I'll probably go ha 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 ha. I kind of have, I'll try to do one of my little ha 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 ha. Like kind of. Anyways, ha 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 ha. Anyway, I like kind of doing stuff like that. Yes, I'm a nerd. What can I say, guys? But that's where my creative side comes from, because this whole stuff that I create, most people can't even they don't even know what to write. I mean, I'm just kind of doing this right on the live. So we're gonna go to verse 2 here, and you know what? We're gonna go ahead and talk about that Jack Skeleton video. You know, no, we're gonna save that one. We're gonna talk about his trash. So let's get the music back on. Seductively like a gypsy. This is a good song, guys. Come on. I made some good music. Sometimes I forget some of the stuff I made. This is one I made a while ago, so. I love that part. Sorry. Random. Yes, I'm a random there. What's the next song? Tell me it's another one of mine. No. It's like, no, we're going to do something else. I didn't say. That's the thing I hate about Spotify, people. Spotify, if you want to fix something, stop doing that. Okay. Oh, I love this song right here. We're about to throw this guy on. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites of the new ones. Ooh. Hold me like I'm the only. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hold me. We are lonely. Early days. Play with my poo. I'm gonna go to one of my favorite lines in this. I'll have to pause. Pity the fool. Ooh, ooh. So uncool. Grandma in the backseat. She's laughing at my pity. Stuck in my car, looking like courtroom Diddy. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. That's a great line right there. Stuck in there looking like courtroom Diddy. What did courtroom Diddy look like? Damn, I fucked up. I love that line. Come on, it's one of my favorite lines in more recent days. Little things like that. I know people are gonna go, oh, it's just part of the song, but you know what? I'll tell you what. I thought that was hilarious when I thought of that one. I almost made the whole hook that whole peep because it was go room Diddy. Come on, that's hilarious, guys. Anyways, all right, let's go back and let's enjoy the song while I finish this. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to 2 verses plus hook. We're gonna call that a day, and we're gonna finish this tomorrow. Okay, but while we got the 2 verse plus hook, um, let's listen to more music while I try to finish this up. I almost pushed the wrong button. 95 in the valley is Cali. The electronic window doesn't work. Pops the night before broke my car door. Grandma laughs as she tells me as I'm going berserk. Here you are, an angel so perfectly timed. A 2-foot reflective Cleopatra. A crackling, nervous voice. I try to ask humbly. Ooh, he locked us in, Grandma yelled. What a dummy. She laughed, I read, I felt completely defeated. You think this is the end of the story? Nope. Somehow, some way, she fell in love with this dope. Tell me like you want me. You want me. Hold me like. Oh, 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 oh. Hold me so we are lonely. Just wanted to sing that part because I know people are like, is that him? Yes, that's me. Just want to point that out. Puff Stoke. Changed up the game. Now thank the blame. And you a coke. This ain't no joke. You know this is a good one. Nice smooth song. We're rather sad. me like you want me. Hold me. Hold me so we are lonely. Love that song. There you go. Sit back, take back. What do you think? I hope you all are enjoying this. Feel free to chat in the stream. I'm more than welcome to chat back if I see a comment. I'm more than welcome to have some fun. I don't have a problem chatting back. Have a question? Ask it. So a lot of songs I make, you'll hear me talking about sit back, take back, relax. Hell yes. I work very hard. I think everyone should work very hard. If you work very hard, you should be able to give yourself time to sit back, take back, right? You know, another one of my kind of philosophies. I can't stop, won't stop, but you need a moment to sit back, take back. Just saying. Just saying. So enjoy a little sit back, take back, and enjoy a well-deserved shot. Ale, like it or not. Overworked. No, yo. Here I go looking for another rhyme for what? Death. I may have the wrong breath, but we'll find out after I play it. Move. So if you look around, I kind of want to show up. My camera is kind of moving around here, all right? But it's an AI camera. But I wanted to show you guys something. My little life here. I got stars up here. Little portals over here. More up here. Up there it is. Wait. It's over there. Over here we got some amoeba thing going. You see it? This guy right here is a camera. That's for other stuff. And now back to me. Like it or not. Anyways, hopefully I didn't give you all a headache, but I just kind of wanted to show a little bit of the studio and how I got this podcast room set up a little bit. Kind of cool. Got it all dark and mystique. Something tells me they might put some. See, they always do it after every 2 songs. I hate that. Let's see here. What's next? Let's go to one of my first original songs. This was probably one of my first songs that made a big hit. I'm a big fan of some type of music, and I like that little Hawaiian folk style with the ukulele, you know. I think a ukulele is very underplayed. Gives it a very good. Walk around upon the stars. I look around and ponder far. Step upon the clouds so high. Happy thoughts will let you fly. Ooh, toes beneath the sands, slash the oceans with the hands. Love this song. Anyways, haven't heard it in a while. Let it go. Alright, so we're almost done with here. We go breath, death to breath. Mountaintops glisten yellow and gold. The sky splashes such colors to hold. Like a moment to gaze the heavens today. As the sun shines its rays to light the pathway. As I look around upon the stars, I look around and ponder far. Step upon the clouds so high. Happy thoughts will let you fly. While we walk the road that's yellow, cutting across the sun-drenched meadow, where the blue jays eat the fallen berries, along the deer that graze oh so merry. As I look up a waterfall appears, those sounds of water that floods the ears, with the hairs of my arms sprinkled with mist. Within the clear waters you can see the colorful fish. These are magical moments I don't want to miss. So I dream away in fantasy, I simply can't resist. Let the imagination run wild and free, like a monkey swinging from tree to tree. When things are down it may seem I get teleported to this magical place of dreams, a place of whatever my mind wanted to be, even a place I may enjoy to be king. As I look around upon the stars, I look around and ponder far. Step upon the clouds so high. I wanted to say that because it is kind of true. So maybe I will, but I need to kind of word it a little longer. So let me see how I'm going to write that. Again, college days, people. Oh, love the song. Two shot opportunity or not. Take another shot. Oh, you got it. Woo! Banjo, baby. We're having fun, right? Anyways, this is how these things go. No fearing going for a hole in one. Even Tiger had a set double bogey, so even the goal to them all is occasionally a butt squash story. My point to all of this is to keep going after a loss. If you fall, get up. That's how you become the
Two shot opportunity or not. Take another shot. Give it all. People be calling, it's only one shot first. Don't stop, don't quit, cause you think you're cursed. Your life, your story, it takes your time to traverse. Oops, messed up, let's take that in reverse. Focus, move on full throttle, get immersed. One shot, not two shot, I'll probably be adverse. Commitment, go fast, one shot, time to reimburse. Stand tall, move forward, no reason to disperse. Step up, show up, make it happen, coerce. Can't stop, don't stop till I lay in that earth. Two shot opportunity or not. Take another shot. Give it Do you want to flip them back? Don't forget to salt and fry. Keep going and push it, even if it takes a million.
So I'm going to try to do a 4. So on this part, I'm going to try to do a 4. See how I go, guy, try. I'm going to kind of keep it going. So I'm going to kind of word that in word and rhyme zone and see what other options I have to kind of sort of simplify it for me. So we're going to put in try. Might help to spell it correct. And again, I want you to see that's all I'm using is word zone. And it just gives me options. And that's all it does. And it gives it a rating on if it'll be strong or good. So, there we go. So this gives me a couple good ones. Now we're going to kind of change this up a little bit. We're going to go and fix this part. His head's in the sky, right? Why would his head be in the sky? Why would his head be in the sky, guys? You tell me. Why would his head be in the sky? I got an answer for you. You ready? You ready? You want to know what it is? You want to know what it is? Here it is. It's because... Whoo! There we go. We run it off. We run it off, right? So this is going to be kind of like a comedy song, obviously, if you can tell. We're just going to finish it here for tonight. And maybe we'll start this off in the morning tomorrow to get the final thing, so right here we're going with, no, I'm going to take out Winston, but it's about Winston. I just kind of wrote that there to kind of go, oh, it's Winston. All right, just a little reminder. I'm going to back it up there, kind of set it up here. So, it's about the beginning part's about the ride where he gets dropped off. And then the second part is about that. Third part, we talk about Winston, the dude, the guy, the clown in school so weird you try to find, but his head's in the sky. Well, to friend, but his head's in the sky. Homeboy just gets way too high. Oh, oh my God, that's actually kind of funny. If you actually knew Winston, that's like so actually kind of brutally true. Um, that guy was just, even when he wasn't high, he always seemed high. He was one of those guys. He was a guy that was like, oh man, what's up, man? I don't know if I'm gonna go anywhere, man. What's happening, man? I'm so psyched, man. He was one of those guys. And he just kind of I don't know. He kind of tagged along. He tried to. He was all right. He was just so goofy. I don't know why I'm writing a song about him. You know what it is? We talked about that Tito spit bucket thing, and anyway, that let me just wash that down with a little Angry Orchard. Um, no, it's over. I need to get a new one. So I have to. That's how you do it. Anyways, on this stream, I just wanted to kind of show we kind of started off with a halfway through a song. We talked about a few of my songs. We're gonna maybe play one more song to finish it up. Let's see, which one do we want to play here, guys? Um, and we'll talk about this one in the description as well. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna finish off with my current number 2 best-selling song. Choose a hand. I once believed in a power greater than me. Be good to earn that special key. Society left me battered and beaten. I listened to the lies of deceit. I gave up in you, thought it was only me. I try to be vague. Um, Again, some people might know my rich and wild childhood. Um, but to get past that, this song kind of meant to be vague so everyone can listen to this and kind of feel themselves in this song. I really wanted this to kind of reach out emotionally. Um, yeah, I kind of have a wild side, but I am also kind of religious too. I don't go to school. I don't go to church every week. I'm not one of those type of people. But my mother was a very religious person. My father kind of wasn't. So I kind of had like again, one of my stories, yin and yang. I kind of had the yin and yang when it comes to religion. And I've got to study and learn a lot about God. So I do have my own personal beliefs, and they're strong. And my God knows how I feel about him. We talk about it all the time. I'm not perfect, but he made me, so I know he knows I'm not perfect. Anyways, we're gonna get back to the song. I noticed as I looked at the light, a plethora of discrepancies to analyze. With every malicious error I find, my beliefs become realigned. I may not know which one of you is true, but know I now believe in the power of you. Oh Lord. Okay. Um, that is some truth, a lot of truth in that song. Um, you read just about any God, any religious book, from the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, to the Bible. Um, there's a lot to learn in all of them, and you never know which God is like the Almighty God. You don't know if there's one. You don't know if there's 30, hundreds. Um, Depending on what belief you believe, there could be more than one. Who knows what your belief is. My point is that I know that my belief in God may not be the most accurate from the book, but I hope that my belief in my God is accurate to how I feel, because me personally, that's just how I need it. Because if God, we can go into God, religion, and all that hardcore, one day. We're not going to do that too far in this one because it is kind of like going on 9 o'clock here, and I kind of want to end this stream shortly. But do know I do believe in God. I do test Him, and I do question Him, but we're supposed to. And as long as He knows that you're trying to be good, I feel like that's what He wants you to do. And you know your morals. You know what is a good thing, you know what is a bad thing. And don't don't get me wrong, we can do bad things occasionally and mess up, but we got to learn to do better. And He's got to see us learn that we learn from our mistakes and do better. And I truly believe God tries to look at those type of perspectives. Um, I don't believe that if you're a bad person and you constantly do bad, He's going to save you. No, He wants to see you fix it. And if you fix it, He might look in your direction and might change His mind. Anyways, let's get back to the song and finish this up. I now understand I'm here to choose a hand, knowing the power play with the devil. I now know I want to reach the level without getting too far in. Evil is within our midst. As I let you to lead the way, I've begun to see your angels play. Realizing the demons led to my darkness, I'll use the light to shield the heartless. Almighty Lord, thank you for this second chance to allow me a chance to dance in the final expanse in my heart. My faith in you is strong. Take me back. Oh, gracious Lord, take me home. I won't sign those contracts of sin. I'll no longer let those people in. I want to stop there for that spot because that to me is one of the strongest, powerful things I have in this message. I've been in this industry quite a bit. Maybe not the music industry. In fact, I've dabbled in it, but I've been in the entertainment industry for a long time. I do know that there's some wicked contracts. Um, I'm not signing anything just to make myself look better or be better. I would rather be broke and do it just how I'm doing it right here with you people listening and the people that see that I'm real. And I'm not holding back on all this fakeness. And I'm not signing a contract that's going to make me not be me. And that's what that whole message is. And that was actually a very powerful message for me. And maybe some people might not think of it that way, but to me, we there's a lot of contracts that we have to write throughout, that we have to sign throughout our days. It may not be a physical contract, but we got a lot of agreements. We got a lot of things we got to do, um, and we got to decide which ones are good and which ones are evil. And for me, I try to stay to the good, even though evil can kind of try to win. I stay away from it as much as possible because that's not who I want to be. And I hope people that do watch and eventually try to be fans and followers, maybe they're kind of the same way. Anyways, we're done for the stream tonight. We are, I don't know how many hours in, but it's been a nice, long, steady stream. We're going to finish writing this stream tomorrow morning. And maybe we'll add and incorporate the music or the vocals to it. It's been an hour and a half today so far. And this is just how it goes. This is how this is how we do it, you know. Normally, if I'm not doing it like this, you want to know how I'm doing it? I got a TV over here. I'm watching some TV and just, kind of going my own thing, not talking to y'all, just kind of mind my own business. But for stream purposes, that would be really boring. So I try to kind of make it a little more interactive. Um, Eventually, maybe with more people watching, we'll have some people offering up some. I don't know. We'll play it. Maybe I'll say, hey, give me three things, and I'll make a song out of it. Stuff like that. Um, Eventually, that'll happen. And for now, you guys have a great day and a good night, and I'll see you in the morning.